So, Lorenzo, Lizeth, Hyong, hey guys. Yo, Bria, it's gonna be a fun workout too. You guys ready for Thanksgiving? That I heard is pretty soon. I am. And then guys, as we kind of get started, we're gonna get started our 45-minute workout very, very shortly. But before we do that, I do wanna kind of set out a little bit of a challenge for you guys. It is Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. I'm sure you all are very much aware of that. But my challenge for you is to elevate one dish nutritionally. So take something that you traditionally have and then make it just a little bit healthier. So by either reducing something like butter or just like sugar in something, just try to make something a little bit healthier. And you can probably find out it probably still tastes pretty darn good. So in the chat box, I'm gonna put in a recipe that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be doing a sweet potato casserole, but it's gonna be a much lighter version. I actually already roasted the sweet potatoes, so they're already ready to go. And then you just use like an oatmeal and pecan topping. Instead of just what you would traditionally think of sweet potato casserole. So feel free to share that or to steal that as well. Maybe you make it better than I will. We'll see. I don't know, it looks pretty delicious. So let's get started here very shortly. We've got a few more people kind of coming in as we go. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kirsten Mitchell. I'm one of the coaches at Aquatio. Today we have a 45-minute workout, but now it is like 43 minutes. Okay, so we'll get started on the ground. We'll do some of the pillar prep, get on our feet, a little bit of movement prep. The pillar prep is there to get you ready for the workout and then for everything else. So those are your corrective exercises to kind of help you feel good doing things outside of this workout. Okay, so we're always gonna do it because I always think it's so important that we kind of hit that groundwork. Okay, so head on down, grab a mat if you haven't done so already, and then have some water. That's all you're gonna need today. You're gonna need a mat and then water. So we're gonna start on our backside, and we're gonna get into rolling right away. So we're gonna roll back and forth. I like to extend my legs out and then reach up through. So roll back, reach up through. This time do butterfly stretch. Roll back, butterfly stretch. Good. Last one there. Okay, then transition on our backside. I want my heels about a foot away from my rear, okay? So I'm gonna bring one leg up, and if you find the one leg version a little bit too difficult, keep two legs down, hands to the side, neck staying back, driving those hips up. Keep kind of a slower cadence, drive up, hold, a little slower down. Sure we're breathing. Good, switch sides, other leg down, other leg up. Good. Great job. Good. Really squeeze that backside. Drive those hips as high as you can towards the ceiling. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Then we're going to transition now into that quadruped position. So we're looking for wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then from here, we're going to do some of those cat-cows. So this is the one I want you to think of. A very sad dog, so tucking your tail, then a happy dog, raising that tail up, head goes up. Okay, so sad dog, happy dog. So we're gonna exhale as we do sad dog. Now inhale as we do happy dog. So one more. One more sad dog. One more happy dog, and then from here we're going to go into those quad opposites. So from here I'm going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg. The first thing I want to do is go right in between sad dog, happy dog, find right in the middle, so find that neutral position. And then I want you to reach opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach out as far as you can. I like to say this is like, imagine if you've ever seen Kill Bill. You're in the middle, well, I can't think of her name right now, but you're in the coffin and you're kicking yourself out of it. And we're just going to hold. So get as long as possible. Good, now give me a couple reps, so bring it in, extend it out, bring it in, extend it up, keep that spine long. Good, one more. Good, and then same thing, other side. Reach opposite arm, opposite leg, Uma Thurman. That's it, Uma Thurman. Reaching as far as you can. Hold it for 5 more seconds. All right, now give me some reps. Breathe in and out. In, out. Couple more. Beautiful. All right, now from here, we're gonna get into a push-up position. Okay, so I'm gonna show you before I get into the push-up position, what we're gonna do with our arms. So when we get in that push-up position, what I want you to do is you're gonna do diagonal arm reach, and then you're gonna bring that arm all the way behind as far as you can to your rear, setting it down and repeat the other side, okay? So it's gonna look like, since I'm gonna be lifting my arm, I'm gonna do my legs a little bit wider so I have more stability. I'm gonna reach that diagonal arm all the way behind my back, setting it down and repeating the other side. So diagonal lift, bring the arm behind, setting it down, going back and forth. Just a few times here, guys. I'm not trying to kill you during this, but I am trying to make sure we are stable and we're ready to go. Couple more seconds. All right, beautiful. Drop to the knees, shake it out, shake out those wrists, move it a little bit. All right, now we're getting to that push-up position, but we're just gonna go back and forth, downward dogs, okay? So in that push-up position, push those hips up and away, get that long, long, long spine, and then back. Back up, long, long, long spine, and then back. You've done a handful of movements already for the spine, being sure the spine is moving well. Did you know a dog just instinctually, always, hence why it's called downward dog, instinctually lengthens its spine before it moves? Because they know how important it is. Good, relax. And then to our feet. I heard that the other day. And I was like, yeah, you know, normally I do see my dogs do downward dog. But then I realized, and I started paying attention to it, they do it every single time they get up. Anytime they get up, they immediately first, they may run to the door to see if the doorman's there. But then after that, they stretch out their spine. Fascinating. All right, from here, we're gonna pretend we have those hurdles. So we're gonna step over the first hurdle and go under the second hurdle. So imagine there are two. So I'm gonna step over my imaginary first hurdle and then go under my second hurdle. Then I'm going back over and then under. Okay? So going back and forth here, going through our imaginary hurdle drill. And then if you're still kind of like trying to get loosened up, you don't have to go super far, just trying to get into a lower position in a higher position. Just go one more time, back and forth. Beautiful. All right, guys, now what we're gonna do, bring that high knee to our chest. So grab my knee, bring that knee to my chest, reverse lunging back, and then reaching up overhead, okay? So as I'm reaching up overhead, not trying to overextend that low back, just trying to stay nice and tall and reaching straight up, okay? Keep going. Beautiful. Control the movements. During the work part, especially this being a metabolic class, that's the time for us to kind of like go through movements a bit quicker. So use this time to really be methodical with those movements. So last one. Beautiful. Now I start picking up a little bit, start marching in place, really nice and tall, opposite arm, opposite leg. Just a single point of contact, jumping up and back. A few more seconds. You can either stay here or let's increase it to skipping. So there's 2 points of contact, getting that little bit of rhythm. Good. All right, now you can either stay here or go to that lateral skipping. start picking up our front and backside leg as we're moving the side. So if I'm going this way, I'm pushing off that outside leg. That's what's getting my movement. Good, almost there. All right, and relax. All right, we just have a little bit of neural activation. I'll be sure we're all guns going, and then we'll get into the workout component of it, our first block out of our 2 blocks. Cool, so for today, for our neural activation, we're gonna do drop squats, but we're gonna do those onto one leg, okay? Kind of like what we have been doing, if you've been able to make this class before the last week and a half. So what we're gonna be doing is I'll tell you up, the command of up. So very much like Simon says, do as I tell you. Then I say down, you're gonna drop it to one leg. So pulling those arms back, controlling that descent. And you can switch on your own. We're just gonna kind of rapid fire. We're gonna do 6 total. So you'll end up doing 3 each leg. Alrighty, let's get to it. Everyone, up, down, good. 2 legs up, down, good. Try to control it, deceleration. Let's go, up, down, woo, up, down, good, up, down, beautiful. You can see my left knee is a little bit more sore today, okay? So there's a little bit of irritation in there, so you can start to see it's not as stable. So it's something that I need to be aware of as we go through this workout. So if you kind of notice anything like that, just be mindful that when you're going through that it may need a little bit of a regression, okay? So I like to point that stuff out. So I'm about to talk through everything. So if you want to stay moving in place, do some jumping jacks, run, skip, do whatever, just keep your heart rate up, that's fine, or you can just kind of stand and watch. So like I said, we have 2 blocks today. We'll have both be 4 exercises. We'll go through them 3 times total, 1 right after the other, with the timing of 45 seconds on, 17 seconds off, okay? So we'll just focus on the first block today, so we'll have a little halftime, then I'll go over the second block when we are in that halftime break. So for exercises, the first exercise we have is a hand release burpee with a single leg landing. So what this is gonna look like, let me mess with my mat a little bit. We're gonna do chest to floor burpee. So I'm going all the way down, releasing my hands, pulling my elbows towards the ceiling, pushing myself up. I'm gonna give it a jump, then I'm gonna land that single leg, and then head back to the floor, release my hands, come up, and then hit that single leg landing, okay? If you don't wanna jump, don't jump. And you can also moderate the intensity by how high you jump, and so how high you're forcing your body to land. So if you're just like, I really don't want to jump like full force, like rebounding, so you just come up and just really work on this kind of little jump and then catch it. Okay, so it's really kind of being able to work out your abilities, your body's ability to decelerate itself. Second one is a combo. We're going to do 2 prisoner squats into a lateral lunge each side. So it's going to look like hands behind my head, in that prisoner squat position, sitting down, up, hit that 2 times, then we do lateral lunge, and then I'm back to my prisoner squats. Okay, get lateral lunge, lateral lunge. 3 is a hamstring walkout, but we're gonna do a little bit differently today. You're gonna do a glute bridge after every step, okay? So this is gonna look like, it's gonna be super fun. So I'm starting my glute bridge position. So I'm gonna walk my feet out, so away from my rear, and then I'm gonna do a glute bridge. Walk my feet out again, glute bridge. Walk my feet out again, glute bridge. Walk my feet up all the way that I possibly can, glute bridge, and then repeat that same series coming back. So how you can make this more difficult or less difficult is the difficulty is gonna be how far your legs get apart. And you could always, if you're like really crazy, you can always do a single leg glute bridge in those positions. I don't recommend it. Or if you kind of need to level it down a little bit, don't walk your feet out as far. Last but not least, we have another combo. We're gonna do 5 push-ups to 5 prone cobras. So you hit 5 push-ups as quickly as you can. Okay, and you can always drop down to your knees, hit those 5. Then you're gonna put your belly on the floor, Feet stay on the floor, palms up. You're gonna bring your chest up, hands, fingertips towards the back wall. Hit that 5 times. After I hit my 5th one, I'm back to push-ups, okay? So just going back and forth. We got those 4 exercises. Once again, the timing is 45 on, 17 off. Who's ready? I'm imagining all your hands are going up right now. All right, let me get the timer ready. All right, we're coming up. Just a handful of seconds, 10 seconds. And we are ready to go. 5 seconds. First up is that hand release burpee with that single leg landing. Here we go, and go time. Jump through, land. So I do want to challenge you guys, when you hit that landing, hold it for 1 Mississippi, then go back into the next burpee, okay? Hand released, coming up, hips, hands back, hips back, get hands through, then back and through. And especially with something like this, we're pushing our hands up and through as we're jumping, hands come back as we're landing. I know a lot to think of, but we're constantly making these things harder, more challenging, so you guys are continually progressing. You got 3 seconds. Fantastic time. Moving on to those 2 prisoner squats into those lateral lunges. Got 5 more seconds. All right, hands up. Here we go. As we're doing this, those prisoner squats, pulling those elbows apart. So as I come to the prisoner squat position, now I have my hands here, pulling my shoulders, pull my elbows apart, we're just gonna pull my shoulder blades together. That's what we're looking for. Here we go. This way first. Why? Just because. Good. Yeah, 15 seconds. Nice. Keep it going. Once we do those lateral lunges, be sure we're getting out there. We're sinking into that hip. So trying to get that ankle, knee, and hip all in alignment. Relax. Third one we have is that hamstring walkout with doing that glute bridge at every step. All right, here we go. Glute bridge, heel out, boom, another glute bridge. Take another step out, another glute bridge. So when I'm stepping out each time, I am stepping out with my hips up. So I'm not putting my hips down, and then stepping back, my hips are up as I'm stepping out and back, okay? So that is definitely gonna make it more challenging if you were doing it the other way around. 10 seconds. Good, keep those hips up, driving those heels to the ground. 2, 1, time. All right, last one we have in our first set, we're doing those 5 push-ups to those 5 prone cobras, okay? So when we're doing those prone cobras, we're trying to open up our chest as much as we can. Imagine a cobra releasing its hood, okay, opening that chest up. Now there's always, and go, there's always a lot of animal references. Down. But be sure, as we're doing this, we're breathing. Control your breath. And then always, if you're starting to feel like when you're doing the push-ups, you're doing like quarter push-ups or 8 push-ups, drop down to your knees. I'd much rather you get full range or close to full range from your knees, time, and then try to force it staying on your feet. Just be sure that torso stay nice and long. All right, y'all. Round 1 done. Got 2 more left. 2 more left. First one up is that hand release push, or burpee, excuse me, with that single leg landing, and it's go time. Release those hands. Jump on up. Good work in your brains. Here we go. Release. Up. Move. Good. Great job, guys. Come on. 15 seconds. Woo. 10. 6. Woo. That was good landing. 2, 1, time. All right, y'all. Moving on to 2 prisoner squats with those lateral lunge each side. Ooh, heart rate's getting up. Working today. Did I get ready for turkey day? All right, here we go. Go time. Lateral lunge. Lateral lunge. Here we go. Chest up. Lateral lunge. Lateral lunge. Great job, guys. Killing it. Hey, Priya, I hope this is a fun workout for you. Priya, I know you have a sinister view of fun, like I do as well. Here we go. Boom. Got 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all. Heading on the ground. Got those hamstring walkouts coming up next. I think my phone. All right. Go time. There we go. My phone picked up my Beats headphones, so it's playing the ding through the headphones versus the actual phone, so it wasn't very loud. Technology, am I right? Here we go. 15 seconds. Keep it up, gang. Two, 1, time. All right. Last exercise we have in the second round, and then we have just one more round yet of each exercise, is we have those 5 push-ups to 5 of those prone cobras. And go time. Here we go. Really want to kind of get into that top position of the prone cobra. I'm going to reach my fingertips, trying to pull my shoulder blades together and down my spine. So take those shoulder blades, throw them in your back pocket. All right, push up, pull, push. Pull yourself to the ground, push yourself away. Pull, push, pull, push. 5 seconds. All right, y'all. Last round, come on. Last set, best set. Let's go, let's go, let's do it. Come up in 10 seconds. You got this. Especially this one, got to focus in, got to lock in. Let's go. Hand release. Burpee. Coming on up, landing that single leg. Especially this last round, if you are really fatigued and you're starting to feel really unstable, land on 2. Land on 2. There is nothing wrong with that. Ground. Good. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get 10 seconds. 5. Beautiful. All right, y'all. Great job. 2 prisoner squats, lateral lunge each side. Good. Breathe. And go time. Here we go. 1, 2. And if you're kind of getting to a point where you're getting very fatigued and you're starting to feel like you're losing your posture in the prisoner squats, just go to regular. Just go regular squats, okay? Beautiful. Great work, y'all. Way to stay focused. Way to lock it in. Chose to do something hard today. Good for you. Keep it going. Got 2, 1, time. On the ground, those hamstring walkouts, doing those glute bridge at each step. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, here we go. Hips up, 1 step out, hips down, hips back up. 1 step out, hips down, hips back up. And just keep repeating until you can't control it anymore or you got to full extension, and then work your way back up. So always think step, hips up, hips down. Or hips down, hips up. Sorry, that's probably more confusing. So step, hips down, hips up. Step, hips down, hips up. 10 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, time. Last exercise we got before we got a little halftime break. 5 push-ups, those 5 cobras, and then going back and forth. Here we go. 2, 1, let's get it. Right back to the floor. Come on, guys. 5 and 5. Let's go. Let's work. Nice job. Beautiful job. Great work. High five. Nuts. An extremely socially distant high five. Considering that, I'm curious to who's the farthest one away from me. I'm in Phoenix, so I know a handful of you are from Phoenix, Chandler area, but I'm sure there's some of you guys who are from much, much farther than Phoenix. Anywho, grab a drink. Grab a drink. Be your partner, give them a high five, tell them you're doing awesome, and to keep it going. Okay, block 2, same amount of exercises, same timing, just different exercises. The first one we got, oh, this is gonna be fun, guys. Rereading this, it's gonna be fun. First one we got is 2 seal jacks into 2 A skips, okay? So this is gonna be that kind of that funky one. We're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm back and forth. Good, okay, so work on that coordination, a little bit of that timing. And your heart rate is gonna get high. Second one we got is we did this one last week, if you were here, but we're gonna go back to that plank with those crossover hand walks. If you wanna add push-up in there, feel free. I probably won't, but if you do, go for it. So you do a push-up after you do the hand walk, not during that push-up like that. That would just be a little crazy. So what this is gonna look like is I'm gonna get to that plank position. So plank is that push-up position. I'm gonna take my outside hands. I'm gonna step at the same time. So I'm gonna step my outside leg, and then my other hand, and then step. Boom, step. And so I'm just gonna go, however much room you have, stepping there. Where you'll get into trouble is if you cross over your hands and then you just don't know what to do with your feet. And it's like crossing over your feet. That's when it gets a little bit funky. So as you cross over the hand, step with that outside foot, and you should be good, okay? Any point in time, because that is a challenging exercise, feel free to take a break. Feel free to take a break. And you can even do this, okay guys, on your knees if you need to regress it down, which is fine. Do the regress version if that's what you need to do, because you're exercising, and that's awesome. Third exercise, we're going back to that lateral jump or hop, depending on what you're doing. So if you want to do the hopping version, which is that single leg version, I'm going to start my outside leg. So I'm going to my left. So I'm going to start my right leg. I'm going to push off. I'm going to hop continuously to one side, catch it on two, and then hopping back. So each time I want to catch it at the end, two legs, control it, and then go back. Okay, so I'm going back and forth. Feel free to make this a 2-foot exercise or jumping. And if we're doing the 2-foot, the jump version, I want you to make sure that both feet are landing at the exact same time, okay? They both land, they don't kind of land at it, same time, okay? If you need to make another modification, you don't want to do any jumping, let's hit those lateral shuffles for me, okay? Last but not least, certainly not least, is we're going to do a side pillar bridge, but we're going to raise our outside leg 5 times. After we do that, we're going to alternate sides, okay? So what this is going to look like is going to be my side pillar bridge, and I'll give you a regression as well. So open up, big chest. I'm going to raise my outside leg 5 times, try to keep my toes pointed down. It's going to be very hard to do so, but I don't want them pointed up. After you hit your 5, bring the other leg down, arm down, excuse me, do the same thing other side. So what you can do, let me face you, is if you can't do that, or you're like, no thanks, tuck in that bottom knee. So don't extend that top leg. You'll hit 5 like so, and alternate across. Bring that other leg down, and do the same thing. Y'all, that is still crazy hard too. So pick either version, and let's have some fun with it. If you're listening to music, which I do recommend, crank it up, and let's get to it. All right, guys, seal jacks, 2 seal jacks, 2 ace kicks coming on up. All right, here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Come on, back and forth. Great job. Come on. Keep that rhythm. Keep that bounce. Great job. Stay with it. Okay, sometimes it's hard to re-lock in after you kind of been sitting around for a few minutes. Got the heart rate down a little bit. So re-lock in. Get ready to finish this workout strong. So 5 seconds. Time. Fantastic. All right. On the ground, doing those crossover hand walks. Okay, so cross over the hands. Step with the outside leg at the same time. All right, I'm gonna start my way relatively far. See how many steps I get. If I get 4. Great job. Told you guys know this isn't easy. Keep working. And if you're starting to feel any discomfort in your shoulder with that crossover, just go regular. So don't cross over the hands. You can just step opposite arm, opposite leg, like so. If that's starting to irritate your shoulder. We got 5 more seconds left. And time. Great job, guys. Onto our feet, we have those lateral hops, or those lateral jumps, or that lateral shuffle. We're just moving laterally. Or you can actually even lateral skip. That's a really good one as well. All right, here we go. So, yep. And of course, it always kind of depends on how much room you have. If you have more room than mine, you can probably get after a little bit more. If you have less room, I'm okay with it going boom. That's great too. And feel free to maybe start on a single leg and then go double. That's fine as well. Lots of options. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, last one we have in this, the first round of this is that side pillar bridge. Lift up that outside leg 5 times and then switching over. Remember, if you need to, if you're not able to lift both legs, come up like so, tuck in that other leg. So now that leg is bent and lifting it like so. And then just switching over like the other way and to the other side. One thing we are really trying to focus on is that our toes are not pointing towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're at. Try to keep it pointing straight ahead. And sometimes the best way to do that is try to point them down. Now, something isn't easy. Not easy. Jump, yeah, 5 seconds. Oh, goodness gracious. Awesome job. Back up top. First one up is that seal jack to those A skips. Seal jacks to A skips. Alrighty. No, a lot of different movements. Great job. Good, keep breathing. You can always make this a march. Step out, in, march, march. Great job, come on. Need 10 seconds. 5. Nicely done. Nuts. All right, on to everyone's probably new favorite, those crossover plank walks. As I mentioned during the first set, if you're starting to feel a little bit of instability, not feeling too great in the shoulder, just go to regular walk. So those leg regular plank walks, we're not crossing over. And be sure as we're doing the plank walk and we're going ahead and we're going to one side, we're not reaching that arm ahead. So that's what you're gonna probably want to do. Trying to, as you cross over, put it directly in line with your opposite heel of your hands. So then you're going directly under your shoulders. Alrighty. Woo. Back up to our feet. Lateral hops, or those lateral jumps, lateral shuffle, lateral skips. So move lateral for me. Woo. Sometimes water just hits different. Sometimes it tastes really good. Today, right now, it's tasting really good. Boom. Great job, guys. Over halfway. Come on. Got 13 seconds. You got it, you got it, you got it. 5. Go 3, 2, time. All right, got a little ahead of myself. Last one we have in our second set, side pillar bridge with those 5 outside leg lifts then we're alternating sides. Here we go. Overtime, get right into it. Side. Good, be sure, as we're doing this, we're still in that open position. We're still prioritizing that as well. Great job, guys. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, guys. Last set, very last set of the day. We're a little short on time, so we'll probably go right up to the hour. So if you can stay, finish the last set, keep it here. Here we go. Got a little too excited to talk about Thanksgiving, I guess, at the beginning of class today. Whew. You know what's on my mind. There we go. Great job. Come on. 10 seconds. Keep that rhythm. Focus on through. 3, 2, 1, and time. Fantastic. Last time here, guys, cross over plank walks. All right, or any modification that you have made to that. Great job. Great job. Way to fight. Way to fight. Lock it in. Focus this on through. Be sure, as we're fatiguing, we're executing every step. Every step. To the best of our ability. Come on. Come on. 5 seconds. Time. Woo. Lateral hop or jump is up. Great job, guys. All right, we're finishing up. 2 more exercises. We got this, we got the side to the bridges. Great job. Nice. Stay with it. Focus on through. All right, I know we kind of talked about the beginning, and I mentioned it just again. Thanksgiving is on my mind. I know this year may be a little different for you, and it'll be different for me with all the COVID situation and all the other stuff going on in the world. So 3, 2, 1. I know historically it's not always necessarily the most fun holiday for people. Sometimes it's just associated with too much eating, drinking, and fighting with family. So I just want to let you know that I am very thankful for you. I'm thankful that you come to this class. I am thankful that the energy you give me and the fact that you guys do come, I get to have a job, and quite frankly, my most favorite job I've ever had. So if anything, I just want to give you that is a thank you. And I'm very, very, very thankful for you, what you do for Intel, and what you do for me and my family, to be more direct. So thank you. Now finish your side pillar bridges. I'm on 5 seconds. You got it. Give me 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, guys, I know we are up on time, but I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, whatever that looks like for you. I hope you just, hopefully potentially enjoy the day off of work if you do get that luxury. But if not,
Activity completed.
I love you guys. All right. So if we do have time, what I want you to do is kind of get into a child's pose, sit here, and just hold that position for about a minute. And then after you hold that position for a minute, I want you to sit in a deep squat position for a minute. Okay. I know our time's up, so I want to get off the channel so someone else can jump on. But thank you guys. Have a very, very happy, healthy Thanksgiving. See you guys.